Hello folks, this is Freddy B GOLDWINGing out on another hot ride, but it's from Tampa, Florida. The thing is showing 104 degrees right now on my bike. I don't know how accurate that is right now, but it's pretty darn high. Yesterday when I was riding, it was showing 96 degrees. Pardon me for not being out there in a while, folks. I've been having some technical difficulties when I do try to ride, and other times I just have not been riding at all. I was up in Georgia and had to make a trip down to Tampa. I decided to trailer my motorcycle down. Only reason because it was really hot, and we've been having some sporadic thunderstorms that's coming through Georgia and some parts of Florida, and I didn't want to get caught in any of that. Along this video, I'm going to try to show you a little insert from my bicycle ride that I made yesterday, where it wound up being a 10-mile trip. It's a nice morning to ride. Thought I had a phone holder on this bicycle, but I don't. It's all good. Just take my time. Nice warm day. It's about 86 degrees out. It's gonna get hotter. So I said I'd come on out here, get this done. I think this is my first time recording while riding my bicycle. Good morning. Thank you. I went out a little over 5 miles, then it was time for me to turn around and head back. What's up now? How's it going, man? On any of my bike rides from Bayshore, you find all kinds of people, all shapes and sizes. Hi. So, To your right. You good? Sorry.
I didn't mean to scare that last young lady. This SUV almost got me with that water.
Good morning.
So I made it all the way. The camera was able to make it all the recording to the very end, and it died on me.
That was really a nice trip that I took. I usually was able to do 17 miles when I was living here before, but since I hadn't done that in a while and it was so hot, I decided not to overdo it for the first time out. So therefore I kept it to 10 miles. But even that 10 miles is tripled my walk distance. I did a little under 3.5 mile walk the day before that turned out really nice. Got me in a good mood to enjoy the weather. So I left early to avoid some of this heat, and it worked out pretty good. So the route I'm taking now is pretty much my regular little runabout route I used to do, and I've filmed before, but it gives me a chance to get out and see some of the new developments they had around here, to get to see a nice view of the water and press on from there. Now I have a stand-up pedal board. I was tempted to go out with it the other day, but then my friend told me that even in the Gulf the water temperatures are 94 degrees. Folks, that be like hopping into a sauna. So I didn't see the purpose of me hopping out there in that very hot water. And I can imagine if it stays like that for any period of time, that the water should stay fairly warm even when it starts getting cold out here. One of the things that disturbed me about what's going on with my audio stuff was I filmed a whole video in Georgia, 3 different cameras, and only realized later on I had no audio. And because of the nice message that I think was in that, I decided to scrap it all, because I just could not repeat the things that were on my mind at that time. Just a thought, and I'm not attacking those that do it, but I'm just letting you know about some things that bothered me. I watch a lot of different video YouTube creators out there dealing with motor vlogs and motorcycles, and I enjoy them all. But there's a trend that's occurring here lately that's kind of disturbing for me, in that it's better enough that when you're out there doing your videos that commercials cut in, including some of my videos, but that wasn't something I'm doing. But what's bothering me now is some of the creators are actually doing in-video commercials. Now, I'm not objecting to anybody making money, but with me, that's getting a bit ridiculous. And I'm not talking about just our motor vlog. There's some other people I watch on YouTube that has some pretty interesting content that I like, but they too are doing in-video commercials. And let me tell you something, that's me. I'm not telling you guys what to do, but in those things where that happened, I've done one or two things. One, I either stop the video right away and don't even watch the rest of it. I don't care what they're talking about. The second thing I would do, if I'm able to do it, I'll try to fast forward past that content to finish watching the video. But that's a rare thing that I would do, unless I was really interested in what was going on. But otherwise, I stopped the video right when they start introducing their in-video commercials. Now, some of you know what I'm talking about. And again, some of you guys who are watching who are doing that in-video advertising, I'm just letting you know how I feel about it. I'm out there for the fun of it, sharing with folks. I'm not necessarily for the money, but like anybody else, I don't dislike money. But the fact of the matter is, I'm not willing to go to that extent to get more commercial in like that. It's just not something I would like to do. And again, I'm not attacking you guys that do that, but I'm letting you know now what I do, and that is turn it off or fast forward through it. Now let me say this to you also. I don't know how far my channel is going to go, how many viewers I'm going to get, how many subscribers, but here goes. I would never do an in-commercial ad to you guys, in-video ad to you guys on any of my videos. Now if I mention any places, like after this trip I'm going to make a stop by Home Depot, that's something I'm sharing with you about what I do. Home Depot don't have anything to do with what I just said. That if the content includes somebody that I genuinely support and I'm going to, I'll share that with you. But I'm not going to mention their name solely for the sake of the commercial and the money. I make that promise to you. And again, to those of you that do that, I'm not mad at you. You continue to do what you do, and I'm going to do what I do. There's my water view. Many of you have seen it before. It's beautiful out here. My thermostat just went down to 97 degrees. That's hot. Even though I'm still protecting my arms from the sun, it's still a lot of heat to deal with. And some lights you're sitting there, I can feel the sweat dripping down my back. It's so warm out here. I was supposed to get with my friend Nick. We'd go for a ride. He's up there near Lake Mary, Florida. But I told him it's just too hot for us to ride any longer than, say, an hour. And it takes me a little over there to get up to where he is. So even though I brought my bike up here, I'm going to forego that trip.
I also missed an opportunity to ride with my IMRG friends.
Hate having to do that, but neither one of us need to suffer from a heat stroke out here. I know some of you diehards out there who ride bikes with no clothes and no shirts and whatever else. This may not bother you, but I'm going to be a little protected when I ride, so I'm not willing to put up with all that heat. I want to ride my motorcycle down here and pull behind my motorcycle tow-behind trailer, but my wife convinced me not to do it because of the heat and the thunderstorms. I'd like to thank her for trying to look out for me, and I'm kind of glad I didn't do it. But when it gets cooler, watch out. I'll be out there on it again. These motorcycles were designed for that kind of thing. Long distance riding. As comfortable as you can get. The area off to my left is where, when my wife is up here, we actually go over there and pull off to the side and go out and enjoy the bay without waves and stuff like that. It's just a nice little spot. You probably can see here in a minute where they blocked off access where we used to go down and drive our cars beyond the mangrove trees and into the little openings, but they've blocked those now. You can still park on the outside, but you can't get closer anymore. There's the area, and that's what happened on the weekend. It's crowded. We normally come here on a weekday, you don't see all these cars like that, but if you look closely, you can see the posts they put up there that keep people from going beyond those spots. But still a nice area to go to. You just can't pull up into the spot. In a way, it's good because people can't block all everybody else's access when they do it themselves. So I'm not completely upset with it. There it is right there. I'm gonna go. Go, go, wing, go. Woo, baby. I love this motorcycle. And I didn't have it pegged then. She still had more power to get out of the way. So yes, y'all, I missed putting out contact to you guys, sharing my adventures, but oftentimes I just lately haven't been doing much of that. And I'm looking forward to getting to share more with you about my rides and the things that I'm doing. Just going through a lot of things I have to deal with. And I always encourage you guys to get through the things you have to deal with to get to the good things. So the big part of this, the big message behind this would be, get with the program. And here's a guy on the bicycle over this thing. Looks like an e-bike, but he's getting up. A lot of us putting off things we can get done today because of other things. Then later on, you're going to be living with regret that you didn't do the things you wanted to do when you had a chance to do them. I'm not saying when the priorities come up, don't take care of the priorities. I'm saying that you need to make time to do the things you want to do in life too. Not just the things you have to do. It took me a little work to figure out what was going on with my audio, only for me to realize that it was my microphone inside my helmet. I don't know necessarily what's wrong with it, but I do know when I put on another microphone, it works now. So hopefully you guys can hear what I'm saying, and this thing is still connected. Things are constantly changing around here with all the construction and the building and the road that they're doing. They're building a huge apartment complex down the street from my townhome in Tampa. And I get constant calls from people trying to ask me to sell my place. And unfortunately, I'm not looking at my place as an investment. I'm looking at it as my second home, or my first home. Then I go to Georgia. But my point is, no, I'm not interested in selling. One of my biggest thing I'm disturbed about right now is that when I moved into my townhomes, there's only 8 units there, and it was a majority owner-tenant. We only had maybe 3 rentals. Now that's all changed, where there's only 3 owner tenants in the place, and the rest of them are becoming rentals. And so I don't want them to make my complex all rentals. Not that I'm mad at people that rent. That's not the issue. The issue is when you get a complex, a small complex like ours that's mostly rentals, you don't have people that necessarily care about things like you do. So if you don't have a caring landlord, then the tenants probably won't do much about some of the issues that living there could cause. And don't y'all go back saying Freddy got something against renters. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's been shown in some kind of history that sometimes some renters, not all, don't care for the property like an owner does. Well, heck, the truth of the matter is you get some owners that don't care about their properties, but that's not the case where I live here in Tampa. And here I am at Home Depot, like I said, getting ready to turn in. I bought some items for the townhouse. Found out they don't work too big, so I'm gonna have to custom order those. I don't know what happened to the original version, what I'm replacing, but anyway, I should have known these things were too big, but now that I know, I bring them back. Take care now. I'm out.